The third practical of subject electric drive is to study three-phase fully controlled rectifier fed DC shunt motor drive. Okay, here we are going to vary the speed of shunt motor by controlling the DC voltage given to the armature of this motor. Okay, this control voltage is given by using three-phase fully controlled rectifier. Okay, so the reading we have to take is the first we have to take what is the DC voltage given to the armature. Okay, so first reading is VDC. Then by observing the waveform, okay, we take the observations of alpha. Obviously, for three-phase fully controlled rectifier, it is not possible to measure the firing angle by observing the waveform. Okay, so we will just write whether the firing angle is less than 60 degree or is equal to 60 degree or it is greater than 60 degree. Okay, we will just put those observations, and for from the readings of VDC we can calculate the firing angles, okay, for various VDCs, and at the same time we will take the readings of speed. Okay, so you have to draw two graphs. First is VDC versus firing angle alpha, okay, and second is VDC versus speed RPM, speed N in RPM. Okay, so how alpha can be calculated? Okay, for three-phase fully controlled rectifier, we know that the DC output voltage of rectifier is given by VDC is equal to 3 Vm by pi into cos alpha, where Vm is peak value of input line voltage. Okay, so from this equation we can write cos alpha is equal to pi into VDC by 3 Vm, or alpha is equal to cos inverse of pi VDC by 3 Vm. Okay, in this way we can calculate different values of firing angle for various readings of DC voltages. Okay, now we will proceed to take the readings. To take the readings, we have to connect the circuit like this. Okay, this is three-phase fully controlled rectifier unit. Okay, and this is the shunt motor. This shunt motor, the load of the shunt motor, okay, is 0. This is what we are running this experiment with no load conditions. So the connections are simple. Okay, these are the wires coming from the armature and field windings of the shunt motor. Okay, you can see here 4 wires are coming. Okay, out of which red and black wire is the armature wires, and the yellow and blue wires coming from the field windings. Okay, from on this unit you can observe, okay, where load bank is or armature is written down, you have to connect the armature wires over there, and where field is written down, at that at there you have to connect the field wires. Okay, so this spot is used to control the voltage. Okay, it is a soft switch. Okay, by rotating this spot, okay, you can control the firing angle given to the thyristors of three-phase rectifier. Okay, means what? Right now the firing angle is very high. Okay, by rotating this, okay, the firing angle is reducing and the speed will increase as the voltage given to the armature will increase. Okay, so by just rotating this, okay, you are not able to take the readings. First you have to rotate it in anti-clockwise direction, so the voice will come like this. Okay, cut voice, and after that you have to rotate this spot in clockwise direction. Okay, here AC digital voltmeter is used to measure the line voltage. Okay, here you will get the RMS value of line voltage. By multiplying RMS value by √2, you will get the peak value of a line voltage, which can be used to calculate. Okay, this voltmeter shows the armature voltage, this ammeter will show the armature current. Okay, as there is no load on the machine, this reading is not of any use. Okay, we just take what is the RMS value of line voltages, what is the various values of DC voltages given to the armature, and by connecting the DSO we will observe the firing angle. Okay, the AC power is given to the rectifier unit, and the armature and field winding of the shunt motor is connected to the unit. Okay, so I will show you from the scratch. Okay. Now this supply is on. Okay, just I rotate this. Okay, by rotating just this, you can observe the firing angle is going to change. Okay, right now the negative part is there, means what, the firing angle is greater than 60 degree. Okay, as I rotate this, okay, you can see the waveform is rising. Okay, right now for this point, the alpha is equal to 60 degree, as there is no negative part. And again, as I increase this firing angle, you can observe the waveform is going upward the zero axis. Now the firing angle is less than 60 degree. Okay, and you can observe here the RMS value of input voltage is 149. So you should take this reading. From that, peak value can be calculated by multiplying by √2. Okay, so we will take now readings. Okay, I will increase the voltage by amount of 25 volts. Now you can observe here the DC voltage is equal to 25 volt, and for that the speed is equal to 200 rpm. Now I will increase the voltage equal to 50 volt, and for that the speed is equal to 400 rpm. Okay, now the voltage is 100 volt and the speed is 785 rpm. Okay, take similar readings up to the speed of the shunt motor becomes equal to 1500 rpm, that is its rated speed, and stop there.